time betting for the second game of the day. Got the Raiders and the Cowboys. I don't know. Joe and I are talking about this behind the scenes. I honestly believe, and I have the Cowboys for the game, but I honestly believe the Raiders are in big, big trouble here. It's like the Cowboys couldn't have played any worse in that first half, and they are only down 4 points. So I would think that the Raiders are in big trouble here. Still 15 seconds left to go in the half, but we've seen the Cowboys get nailed for pass interference after pass interference call, and one after another, and all leading to points for the Raiders. But the lead is only 4, and Dak Prescott has been terrible. The Cowboys have had no field position in this game. Boy, the Raiders get the second half kickoff. We know that, but I gotta say that it's amazing. It's only a 4-point game here, and it might be more than that. No, but it's not. It's all it's going to be. But
and I think you just have more faith in the Cowboys than I do. I don't have more faith. I think they're going to come back and play just as sloppy as we saw in that first half.
But we saw them come down and score fairly easily there, and we've seen them reel off a lot of chunk plays. And Ezekiel Elliott hasn't even been going, and they've had really, really bad field position the entire game. And it really is just a couple of defensive adjustments is really just going to be the difference in this game. So I just I don't see it.
Well, I know one thing I'm liking right away. I think we're going to see more points scored in the second half. We saw 30 points scored in the first half. I'm liking over 26.5. I think it's going to happen. I think both these teams are playing better offensively than defensively.
Someone's ready for some pumpkin pie. How's your turkey doing, Joe?
It's cooking. It smells great. Haven't burnt myself yet, so it's a good thing.
We haven't even. We're just preheating the oven now. It's 1:00 here. We don't need.
Nice.
I don't like to eat too early.
Not like Brian.
What time does he go? Oh,
he makes dates for 4:30. So.
Yeah, who does that?
Just Brian. And I don't know. My nan does that. She likes to eat at 4:30 because she wants to be in bed by 7.
Well, I'm in bed by 7, but. Story. I go to bed at 9:00 at the latest. That's like carnival people for me. Usually 8:30. Done. It's like, oh my God, 8:30. I'm up at 3.
Oh, I know. You're up so early, Mitch. I just want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving that's watching.
I really like the Cowboys to come back here. I don't know if they'll get to the cover, but I think that the Cowboys couldn't have played any worse than they played in that half, and to only be down 4 points, I don't know. I am biased because I have the Cowboys for the game, but I don't think they could have played any worse than that. So I think that they've had horrible field position. They've had a bunch of drops. They haven't really run the ball effectively, about 3 yards a carry, but they've given up, a ton of pass interference calls. So, and I think the one call of the game, the Cowboys coaching is so bad. It's just terrible. It's like, how do you not challenge that catch, for the turnover? How do you not challenge that at that point? Because you have 3 timeouts. It's the first half. It's like there's no reason not to challenge there. Challenge the catch, and I think they would have got it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was a mistake by him as well. You guys, I took the Raiders overall for this game. I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to take the Raiders team total over 10.5, and I'm going to take the over for the full second half over 26.5. It's moved down 25.5. Sorry.
I like the Raiders team total under, and I like the Cowboys everything up here all the way. Second half, I like the Cowboys team total over 14.5. I like the Cowboys -6, which is the second half line. I like all that, and I would, if you can get a higher extended line on that, do it.
Yeah, and that is moving. It opened at 5.5 on my book. It just moved to that 6.5 too. So, let's see it go a little bit higher, and then I'll hit the Raiders again.
Yeah,
Come on, move it, guys.
Waller's injured, and he is pretty much the Raiders' offense, and we saw them struggle once he
Yeah.
went out. And I'm going to guess they're going to continue to struggle because Carr needs that safety belt. The Cowboys are going to make some adjustments here, and that will be the difference, at least in my book. And
Yeah, I think we're going to see Waller back out, though. We saw him on the bike stretching out that knee. I think he'll be back.
The Cowboys, missing the extra point, missing field goal, really, they've done everything wrong here. They hit that extra point, they hit the field goal. We have a tie game, and they've been absolutely outplayed. So it's, you can't leave the door open for teams the way the Raiders have. You pay the price 100% of the time. But, it remains to be seen. My guess is the Cowboys are going to get a new kicker.
They absolutely need that one.
Greg Zuerlein, he was known as a good kicker at one time. And you look at the numbers, and it's pretty even across the board. But, boy, it's the penalties, that are the difference here.
Yeah, absolutely. But that field goal was from so far out for him.
Oh, it was.
What was he at, the 52-yard line?
Yeah, but he has that kind of leg.
He does.
He does.
But I also did this thing, Mitch, and when I do this thing at the TV, I can do it once a day. It was missed.
The Cowboys, 6 penalties for 65 yards, but I have to say that every one of them was a backbreaker. Every single one of them was.
Yeah, there was definitely some flags on the Cowboys out there that I didn't think should have been on them. I'm with you. Even though I'm on the Raiders, I believe it too.
I thought the fumble was just a really bad call by the I thought the Raiders, it was a really bad call to not challenge there.
Yeah. It was.
Well, we'll see what happens in the second half. It's going to bet on it's going to go by how the betting money goes, and that's the way it always goes. It's whoever the position is of the official betting partner of the Cowboys, the Raiders, and the National Football League.
Mitch, did you look at where money was before this game started?
No, I don't really pay that much attention to that stuff.
I had a quick look, and it looked like under 15% of the money was on the Raiders.
No, that's not possible. The Raiders are a super public team. I'll take a look at it, but I seriously doubt that. I show that the Raiders had 39% of the money on the spread.
Okay. On the spread?
Yep,
okay.
Before the game. Cowboys had 61.
I always make sure I put information like that in my notes because I do believe there's something odd going on with some of these calls.
I put 0 into any of that stuff, and I only look at it if the line looks way off. I really put 0 into it. I don't. I'm not a believer in it.
Yeah. What are you thinking in college basketball today, Mitch?
Well, haven't really watched any of it.
Yeah, I guess you haven't. You've been filming a lot of things. I know that.
Yeah, for the most part. I see Iona's hanging in there with Bama. And
that's good.
Baylor starting to pull away again from VCU. They had an early big lead, and I know that they lost the lead. Not all of it, but a good portion of it. And it looks like they pulled away again. Got a 10-point lead. I expect Baylor to win by 20 or better in that game.
It'd be good to see for sure.
We had North.
Any
Texas.
interest in this college basketball game going on?
Which one?
Fresno State's playing San Jose State right now.
Football. I have Fresno in the game, but I haven't even looked at it.
Yeah,
I
Fresno's winning.
I have San Jose. So
okay, Fresno's up 33-9 at the end of the third coming here.
Oh, I guess I'm done in that one too. But,
I really thought San Jose State would cover that spread. I don't know, not looking good for them right now.
Yeah, I really like the Cowboys here second half. I'm expecting to see a strong performance here. I think that, you get rid of a few of those ticky-tack pass interference calls. You guys, if you rely on money bets or whatever, then you're a really bad bettor. That's all I have to say. It's Matthew Van Lengen, It's these fake sharps, and that's why I think the issue now is that the information that we get is inaccurate. So it's like we don't know where this information is coming from.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's like, number one, we don't know where it's coming from. Number two, it doesn't include everything. And number three, and it might not include anything. And number three, by the time you see it, it's too late. It's like Wall Street:
Yeah.
buy the rumor, sell the news. It's like you've missed that number.
Yeah.
You've missed that number. I mean, it was like the Lions, right, this morning. If you bet them at +3, you won. If you bet it, after, you lost. Plus one
Yeah.
and a half. That's where they went. That's where it was at game time. That's where it was,
Yeah.
when we were doing the show. So it's too late. I believe in sharp bettors. I just think that they're not fully represented by this. I think when you look at, betting pools, and you look at, how one bettor can offset the entire thing, we don't know who that bettor is, because like Mattress Mac, he bets, like on the Breeders' Cup, for instance, 1/6 of all the money that was bet on one horse was his. But he's not as sharp. He's just some guy hedging his bet from his mattress company. It has nothing to do with the side. It has nothing to do with anything. He doesn't care. He's made a promotion that he's giving away furniture at a, if a certain team wins, or a certain horse wins, or if a certain event happens, and he's just betting the other side of his promotion to cover the giveaway. So he's
a brilliant marketer.
So he needs to put, $3 million on one side. He needs to put $5 million, and it affects these numbers. But yeah, I'm just tired. I'm
You are tired.
I'm spent. No, there's no.
You need to have some turkey and some pie. Did you have some pie yet?
No, I'm done. I just finished my videos. I had to reshoot everything. My mic was broken. I didn't know it, so everything had like a staticky sound to it. So I reshot everything.
Yeah.
So there happened to be a day when there's 12 college basketball, when there's, 9 college football, 2 parlays, is, all this NBA, and 12 NBA. I did 12 NBA, 9 college football, 2 parlays, and I had to do them twice. And then plus, we have college basketball. Rufalo's going to take those because he knows I'm dead.
Yeah.
But there's Luke Combs.
He's the best. I tell you, he's one of my favorite.
What's his song?
He's got so many, but the one that you're talking about is called Crazy Beautiful.
Cheap and Easy?
Yeah, probably that too.
This one's called Cheap and this one goes on. You know who you are. Cheap and Easy.
No movie needed.
No.
Mitch, you were liking, people are just asking what was the second half bets that you had.
Well, we're on opposite sides. I have the opposite.
Yeah.
Joe Madden has. I have the opposite. I
like Raiders, everything you like.
I haven't been winning, so she's probably in good shape. So I got the Cowboys minus the 6. I like the Cowboys team total over 14.5. I think the Cowboys come out here and absolutely bludgeon them. But
yeah, this is a good one he's singing right now.
I think in handicapping, and I'm going to go back to that money thing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
I was going to say, and I know some of the best handicappers in the world, and guys that you've never heard of, and I also know guys that you have heard of, and they'll all say the same thing. Those guys, the really, really good handicappers, first they handicap the game, then they might take a look at the money movement. If something is off. If something looks off, that's when you check the money movement. It's like, oh, this looks way off. Oh, this line, I got it capped at 17. The line has the other team as a 4-point favorite. It's like, wow, let me look at the money movement to see maybe that's why this is so far off. Oh, now I see. But not just as a standard blanket all. Because if you did that yesterday, you got crushed.
Oh, absolutely.
We said it yesterday before the show. Look at all the line moves, and believe Rod screenshotted them, and then we
Yeah.
took score. And because every line moved in college basketball yesterday, so it was a great day to do that kind of test. And the sharp money, what would be determined as sharp money going by line movement, all got crushed on every single game except for maybe one or two. I think the Cowboys win this game. I don't know if they cover or not in the end. I think they have a shot too, but then again, I thought the Bears would win the second half against the Lions too. How about Matt? How about Nagy? I think that guy should be fired. I hate coaches that play the field goal game like that at the end of the game. All you can do is root for them to miss. I've seen guys miss that field goal so many times too. I'm not saying that most of the time, but I've seen it happen a bunch of times where they play that field position and time and the clock, and then they kick the field goal instead of trying to punch in the touchdown. I've seen them miss that field goal. I've seen the bad snap. I've seen the block. I've seen everything. It's like, why would you not punch it in? Like the great coaches, great coaches punch it in. If you look, if you watch all the games and you watch like who's in that situation, like down by 1 with 2 minutes left to go and all that, the great coaches punch it in. The guys who go those are the guys. Those are the ones in college too. Those are like the mid-level coaches that become the big-time coaches that go to the big-time programs. Like Chris Peterson at Boise always punched it in. He never did that. So he never had to worry about his kicker. Most of the coaches, they can't stand the kicker. Jimmy Johnson never did that. Never. It's like he hated the kicker. The kicker would ask for a raise when he was with the Cowboys after he left Miami. It's like kicker asked for a raise, he cut him. The kicker's holding out. Great. We'll get a new kicker. It's like, that's what he did. It's like, oh, the kicker's holding out. We'll cut him. Great.
Yeah.
We'll just get another kicker in here. Kickers are disposable. I mean, how many kickers have been with the same team forever? One, right? There's one.
Who is that?
The guy with the Ravens. It's the only one, right?
Yeah.
Tucker. Everybody else, it's disposable. Maybe 3-4 years. Once in a while, you get a Gould, you get a, the guy who kicked in Cleveland forever. You get a Matt Stover. I mean, it's rare, but it's like for this guy Santos, I don't know, didn't he come from somewhere else too? I think he was on the Chiefs before that. So, wasn't good enough there. I don't know. These extended halftimes, but I like Dallas minus the 6 and it's 6.5. Well, 6 now. Let's see where we're at. Second half. I put it in. I got 6 when we first did it. It's now 6.5 at minus 115. So a lot of pressure here on the Cowboys here for the second half. And then the team total is 14.5 for the Cowboys. That has hung right where it's been the whole time. So, yeah, Dallas minus 7. Yeah, because it's going higher and higher and higher because that's where the money's going to go. Because most people saw what I saw, that the Cowboys, the only thing that killed the Cowboys there wasn't the Raiders or anything. It was basically some pass interference calls that set the Raiders up. And the only play that the Raiders had the whole game was the first play, that long play to Deshaun Jackson. Outside of that, there was no catches, there was no plays. It was all pass interference calls that set them up.
And they're gonna keep making pass interference calls.
They might.
I have no faith.
They might. they might.
They're playing sloppy.
Joe Kavanaugh, one of my college friends. One of my college.
Hey, Joe.
One of my college friends is still alive. Long neck, ice cold beer.
He knows Luke Combs. He knows the song "Long Neck, Ice Cold Beer" never broke my heart.
He probably knows as much music. He probably knows more music than I do.
Probably
Does. Thanks, Joe.
Which is scary because the amount you know.
But he probably knows more than I do.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It would be hard to know more than you.
No, I think most of my friends that I went to college with all do.
Okay.
We went to school in Boston, and so we had friends that went to all different schools. There was like 100 colleges in Boston, so not all of our friends went to our school. So we know a lot of people that went to the Berkeley School of Music. which is a really
Oh,
famous
wow.
music school here in the U.S. It's like,
Is that I've heard of it
yeah,
in
it's
Canada.
huge. So
Wow.
like, but these guys like, so like alumni would come back and speak, at their classes and play and teach and stuff, and then they would get these guys to come back and play at the house. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So they have like these real stars, come and play. It's pretty amazing. It's like we save their beer. This was the beer can, not this guy.
Oh, that's awesome, Mitch. I didn't realize you went there. That's fantastic. Now everything's tying together, making more sense why you have so much
Well,
musical knowledge.
I didn't go there. I went to school in Boston. I didn't go to Berkeley.
Okay.
I'm not a musician.
Oh, okay.
I went to Boston University. I went for film, for broadcasting film.
Oh,
Boston
okay.
University, College of Communication.
Like it. That's why you're such a good communicator.
We're setting the call. We're calling the show Joe Bitch Picks. What? Oh, Joe and
I
Brian.
think bits. Yeah. Bits, not bitch.
Bitch show picks. Depends what day you get her. It's like,
You give me coffee, I'm fine. That day without coffee, I cringed seeing that video. I was like, oh, I was not happy.
wow, 17 and a half, Billie Jean. That's a big number. That means 3 touchdowns for the Cowboys is you're going to need.
Ooh.
It's tough because it's only 4, If
Yeah.
they were down a touchdown or down by more than a touchdown, then you could say it. But it's like, because there's down by 4, there's still a probability of kicking the field goal. We need more country singer halftime shows. I normally
do. I know, Mitch. You're not a country fan.
No, I think one year they didn't have country. They had the Jonas Brothers in Dallas.
You're not a big fan.
That was probably more than 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, Billie Jean, shop that team total because I'm still getting 14.5 for the Cowboys. I think 17 is a little dangerous. I would take that under.
So since 1997 is when they started doing the performances. So 1997 was Reba. And then 1998 was Randy Travis. And then 99 was Clint Black. And then 2000 was Jessica Simpson. 2001, I remember this was Creed.
Oh, I remember that one actually.
2002 was Leanne Rimes. 2003, Toby Keith. Destiny's Child, 2004.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Why don't I remember that?
2005 was Cheryl Crow. I remember that one. 2006, Carrie Underwood. I remember that because she was
Carrie
rumored
Underwood.
to be dating Tony Romo at the time. Kelly Clarkson in 2007. The Jonas Brothers was 2008, so it was 13 years ago. 2009, Daughtry. 2010, Keith Urban.
Love Keith Urban.
Don't know one song he sings. Enrique Iglesias, 2011. Chesney was 2012. Selena Gomez, 2013. Pitbull, 2014. Luke Bryan, 2015. Eric Church, 2016. He plays here all the time.
I love Eric Church.
And
one of my favorites.
He plays here all the time. Eric Church and Friends. Thomas Rhett. If you ever want to see a concert, Maui is the best place to see concerts because the venues are tiny.
I'm going to have to come see Eric Church there.
Yeah, he plays. Usually Willie will play with them. And
oh, wow.
Steven Tyler, all the locals.
I've got quite a story for the only time I've been to an Eric Church concert that I'll have to tell you one day.
Sounds like a good story.
No, it wasn't actually. But you'll laugh. You'll have a good laugh. Everyone does when I tell them. But there is a Keith Urban song, Mitch, I'm going to have to send you. It is adorable. It's a duet between him and his wife. And my mom and her boyfriend sing it to each other. It's so cute. I'll send it to you. It's very cute. You can roll your eyes just like the Sheryl Crow Kid Rock song, I'm sure. Oh, I think we're going to have a tight second half, Mitch. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think it's going to be a good one. Yeah, I mean, Derek Carr, 8 of 15 for 148 yards. How long was that touchdown that he threw to that first play of the game? Everything else, so all the other yards that the Raiders have moved, and they've moved the ball down the field, are all on pass interference calls. It's like every single one. But we'll see. Here's the kickoff. And as always, we'll stay here for the opening drive, at least. And out of the end zone. Now he can do it. Actually, I did not see any of the stuff before the game. I turned it on right when the game started. I had it on top TV, it's to see when the game would start, and I was watching a movie on HBO. Switch back.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, we have opposing picks. Joe has all the Raiders picks, and I have all the Cowboys picks. So that's what we have.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Carr under center. Hands it off to Jacobs. Rushes through for, looks like about 4.5 yards. They give him a generous spot there. A little bit of the old left foot spot there by the ref. Gets about 4 3/4 yards instead of the 4.5.
I definitely love Josh Jacobs. He is one of the players I was hoping the Chargers were going to draft when he came up in the draft. He's just such a fantastic running back.
Carr under center. There's Waller on the sideline in street clothes.
Oh, man, not good to see.
Carr directly under center. Goes back. It's a fake pitch. No, it is a pitch to 7. He's the guy that had that,
Jones.
That great catch on the sideline. The ref continues to walk, but it's going to be 3rd down and about a yard. A little yet less than a yard. It's a short yard. He is fast, that Jones. Oh, man, he tripped over his own 2 feet. They could actually redo the spot here because it looks like he fell down on his own 2 feet, and it looks like he was actually down further back than that. And 3rd and 1. It is a very short one. Carr in the shotgun. Oh, it's Mariota back, and he hands the ball. Oh, boy, he's going the wrong way, and he gets stopped for a 5-yard loss.
That was not good to see.
Well, it's good if you got the Cowboys second half.
Well, I don't, Mitch.
I don't understand why you don't just run it with Mariota there like a running back.
I don't know why they didn't use that option. I think they were probably trying to trick the Cowboys thinking they were going to run that option because that's what we've seen when he hits the field.
But it's like when you have Mariota in there, and because we haven't seen him throw. They never let him throw.
Yeah.
So
no.
They, the Cowboys were stacked on the line. So it's like any type of running play wasn't going to work. Here's the punt, and there's been some bomb punts in this game, and this is another one.
Oh, there is fights going on. Stuff's breaking out. These guys are not happy with each other. I don't know why that started there.
Well, happy Thanksgiving.
Did you see why that fight started?
No, they haven't shown it yet. But
flags are flying.
Oh, that ain't gonna do anything.
No, it's not. I don't know how they
them.
think these little yellow flags are gonna stop the fight.
That'll stop them.
It always makes me laugh.
Usually on this, it goes both ways, the flags. We'll see what happens. Usually things like this also, these are stuff that like on the field will be a flag both ways or something, but this is something that the league office will look at later in the week and be a fine. Here we go.
Yeah.
So, I see. So he was out of bounds, or they were already out of bounds, and they were wrestling out of bounds. Then the Cowboys player actually took a punch at the Raiders guy.
Yeah.
But it's usually the second guy that throws the punch that's the one.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Right? It's like that with everything, though.
There is some flags.
Oh, ref's got a nice cut on his chin.
No, it's part of the game.
Someone's going to be in trouble.
It's all part of the game. Oh, they got the pad out.
I wonder which player did that on purpose, right? Hate this ref. Give him a nice punch.
Look at this. Zach Perry. Why do you throw punches when people have helmets on? I think it's just out of frustration. You know?
Yeah.
I think it's just out of frustration. It hurts still. It could still hurt.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I feel bad for the ref. It's not a nice cut on his
foul
chin.
and an ejection here.
For who? Wow. That's huge. Whichever team's losing a player. Went to commercial.
Gives us time to rewind it, but I don't have the remote here on this one.
And see, I don't know who they would be ejecting. Not sure if it's both teams are getting an ejection or whoever hit the ref definitely is getting ejected.
It is. They don't even say it on here. Can't even see who it is. There it is. Penalty on K. Joseph. Disqualification. Penalty on Las Vegas. R. Teamer. Disqualification. Offsetting.
Wow.
I'm going to guess it was 33 on the Raiders and 24 on the Cowboys. Those guys look
Yeah, that makes sense.
They look to be in the mix. Well, we're at a commercial break. It's a good time to go. Enjoy the second half, everyone. We'll see you guys in a few hours. Maybe by then, my turkey will be ready, or maybe I will have eaten. What time is the other game?
The next game starts in 2 hours here, I believe, Mitch.
I'm going to guess a lot of people have probably eaten by now on the East Coast.
Yeah, lots of people eat early on Thanksgiving with family, don't they?
6:30 on the East Coast. 6:40.
That's true.
So, it's not early anymore.
No, it is not. 4:30 here. It's already dark at 4:30 in Canada.
Wow. Gets dark,
hate that.
Gets dark here around 6 at this time of year, which is early for us.
So early. I love endless summer nights. Need to maybe move to the Cook Islands.
I think like
so.
Sweden, right? It just stays light 4 hours in the summer.
Which that is so weird. Up north in Canada, it does that. I can't take it.
All 3 days of summer that they get a year.
Absolutely. It's not even that warm.
Yeah.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope you join us later.
Yep, happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to check out what time that game is. So the game is 8:20, so just like a typical night game. And that line is running. The Bills are now 7-point favorites in that game. Good luck to everyone. Oh, they've got the Band-Aid on the ref. Now let's stay here for the Cowboys touchdown. Why not?
Now the Band-Aids come out. Everything's good.
Ezekiel Elliott lined up behind Prescott in the one back. Got wide receivers split. Schultz in motion. Prescott directly under center. Schultz sets and back around. Motion. And it's a sweep to Pollard, who was lined up at a receiver position. Gains 13 yards on the play.
Pollard is having a fantastic game tonight. He is definitely a game changer for the Cowboys in this game.
It's interesting to see. So there, it is 33 that's ejected for the Raiders. They're showing him walking in the and 24 for the Cowboys. Yeah, at least we got that right.
Yeah, we got it right. Yeah. Let's set off the applause.
I think it's gonna be 33 and 24. Anyways, Prescott in the shotgun here, ball at the 29-yard line. Fake handoff to Elliott, dump off, and Elliott does not turn around to catch the screen pass, and the ball falls short of him. He's not the smartest player in the game. And that is why he doesn't get that much airtime.
Okay, let's see what they can do here.
2nd down and 10. Prescott back in the shotgun. No backfield. Empty backfield. Nope. Elliott is actually there next to him. 2nd and 10. Drops back to pass. Throws it, and it's swatted down at the line. Looked like, not sure who hit it, but somebody, number 90. I think that's Farrell.
Yeah.
Knocks it down at the line. It was a 59-yarder that they missed, but it was the 6 penalties, 4 on the defense. So it was 4 pass interferences on the Cowboys for 49 yards.
Oh, he's looking for that big play. Flags.
That's the story of this game. Probably holding.
Yeah.
That's going to be pass interference on the Raiders that time. So a little earlier, Casey Hayward. It's funny, like when Hayward was playing last week, he got roasted, and when he was on other teams, he's killed me, and then in college, he was, he helped me. It's kind of, the refs getting a lot of airtime here. The relatives all missing them on Thanksgiving, so they're getting a chance.
Absolutely.
I'm on the Cowboys, and I don't think that was pass interference. Here's the slow-mo. Yeah, that's not pass interference. Anyways, Gallup split wide. Of course, CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper not playing in this one.
Yeah.
Prescott, empty backfield. Sets back to pass. He doesn't even. So Ezekiel Elliott was out in the slot. He didn't even look at him. About a 6-yard gain there. Cowboys are matriculating the ball down the field here. Out at about the 46-yard line, I would say, 45. Or maybe that's the Raiders, 40. No one was open downfield, that's for sure. So they're at about their own 40-yard line. Second, and should be about 4. Prescott under center. Elliott, single back set. The handoff. Oh, it's Pollard, and he's stopped for about a 7-yard loss.
Yeah, Thomas made a great play there. He was dialed into that.
Solomon Thomas out of Stanford. Former number 3 overall draft pick by the 49ers. One of those guys that had a big bowl game, senior season.
Didn't realize he played out of Stanford. I knew he went to the 49ers, but I didn't realize Stanford was his college.
Yep.
I love the wealth of information you are, Mitch. This stuff's all going to start sticking in my head when you say that stuff like that.
Well, it's 4th down here. The Cowboys are punting. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to go eat some turkey, maybe. Well, at least get it in the oven.
Happy Thanksgiving.